2020. Since 2010, we've ended the year with rewinds, a look back at the year's most impactful
These are kids.
creators, videos and trends.
They're hot.
Monster.
Whether you love it or only remember 2018. Rewind was always meant to be a celebration of you. But 2020 has been different, and it doesn't feel right to carry on as if it was. So we're taking a break from Rewind this year.
Oh, yeah, that's a pretty cool line coming from someone who just damn near cried their eyes out.
We know that so much of the good that did happen in 2020 was created by all of you. You found a way to lift people up, help them cope, and make them laugh. You made a hard year genuinely better. Thank you for making a difference. Finally, a YouTube W. What's W stand for?
Warrior.
So, YouTube Rewind is dead. But is anyone surprised? The sheer amount of backlash it's been getting over the past few years speaks for itself. But yeah, Rewind has been cancelled this year. On one hand, it could be considered insensitive to have a YouTube Rewind because of COVID, which is understandable. Why end the year watching a bunch of millionaires laughing at Fortnite funnies? The year's already been miserable enough. On the other hand though, it can be argued that YouTube doesn't want to deal with another year of backlash. Another year of being clowned on by the community. But what went wrong? Why is there backlash for a video that's meant to be about celebrating its content creators? Because that's just not what it's about anymore, is it?
Seems like it ripped up out of nowhere.
Rewind started off with humble beginnings, showcasing the top videos of the site that year.
Hi guys, welcome to my family vlog. Look how happy we all are. Freaking.
YouTube wasn't as popular back in the early 2010s as it is now, so there wasn't a risk of being called out of touch. Let's travel back in time to early YouTube to see what the average user was uploading. Today we'll be showcasing me. So back in the day I used to make skits, so let's take a look at one for the nostalgia, for the lols, for the cringe. Let's go. I actually thought this intro was like really cool because of like the fire and stuff. Oh look, it's me. I looked at the camera because I don't know why I looked at the camera. A few hours later, yeah, okay, so I'm just playing on my DS for hours. Yep, relatable. Gotta love relatable content.
Welcome back to another installment of Cooking with Emma.
I'm gonna put it away. Then on my laptop apparently. This is a riveting skit. What's gonna happen?
Wait, what's that smell?
Oh, old YouTube, look at that. Interesting pan, interesting. Random equals funny, guys. Random equals funny. This was back when YouTube was all about funny cat videos, skits, memes, and covers of songs. When the message of YouTube was all about broadcasting yourself rather than music videos, late night hosts, and sports. Okay, so as you can see, my recommended is full of knots, sports, and late night hosts, and whatever else I said. Look at that, it's all full of lo-fi, YouTube, drama, video games. What else is there? Yeah, that's pretty much it in a nutshell. And then there's obviously COVID-19 news, but that's not because I'm watching it, that's because it's just there, really. But yeah, this is my recommended. It's not anything to do with trending. If you go onto the trending tab, however, it's all full of the John Lewis Christmas ad, some Car, Kylie Minogue, Billie Eilish. No, these aren't really YouTubers, to be fair. These are all like proper corporate stuff, you know? If I log out, look at that. That recommended looks absolutely nothing like what mine looks like. This is what people probably most likely see when they come to YouTube. But when they don't have an account, when they don't watch YouTube on the regular, you know, this is what they're gonna see. They don't see the creative side of YouTube, the YouTubers themselves. They see, you know, Bunny washing her face, which is cute, I like that. The Voice, kids, sports, kind of interesting to see. Get me out of this. Whew. That's better. The early success stories of people like Smosh, Justin Bieber, Christina Grimmie, The Annoying Orange, Jenna Marble were just getting started. Millionaire influencers weren't a thing yet. This was YouTube before money. and also hating on Rebecca Black.
Somewhere you is not what you foretold.
2012 was when the production of YouTube Rewind started to get bigger, with YouTubers joining together to film this massive annual project, with each year getting more and more vanilla and manufactured, but we'll get to that. While Rewind was moving away from their top 10 formats and starting to show their key creators, which at the time seemed like a good idea because there weren't as many huge ones as there are now. For the first few years, they actually were focused on YouTubers and notable YouTube trends for the most part. As the platform kept growing though, more and more creators started to make videos, which is the reason why we don't know half the people featured in YouTube Rewind. With YouTube wanting to showcase all different types of creators from all over the world, from all walks of life, it makes it feel like we're just watching random people dance to the biggest songs of the year, rather than celebrating their achievements and notability as content creators who are thriving on the sites. In the wise words of Patrick Starr,
Who are you people?
the rise of commentary YouTubers in 2016 brought about some of the first YouTube videos criticising YouTube Rewinds. And honestly, the timing couldn't have been better, because in 2016's YouTube Rewinds, The Rock was the first person to start off the Rewinds. Not that I have a problem with The Rock, I don't, but at least in the years before that, the people who started off YouTube Rewind were self-made YouTubers. Adding that, as well as the songs they chose to play, made it seem like they were trying to portray these YouTubers as celebrities. Which in a sense they are, but at the same time, and as we just saw, we don't know like 70% of them. YouTube Rewind used to pinpoint these key YouTubers, the ones who had made it that year, which was easier back in the day when it wasn't so mainstream. But with YouTube being as big as it is now and with having all these different subgenres, it's hard to see who's at the top of the top, other than the Lele Ponzes, aka the ones that everybody dunks on during Rewind time. Take a subgenre like the Rocket League community. This year, there was a huge race between two Rocket League YouTubers, Musty and Sunless Khan, to see who could get to 1 million subscribers first and join John Sandman at the top, since he was a Rocket League YouTuber who already had 1 million. Both Musty and Sunless Khan did manage to secure their 1 million subscribers each, which was huge, but it isn't noteworthy enough to be in the YouTube Rewinds, because it's too obscure. However, this probably would have been a different story if a race like this took back in like 2011. Back to Rewind though. While 2016 started and ended with a celebrity, and yeah, sure, while it was quite over the top and very vanilla for 2016's climate, looking back at it in comparison to the last few, it actually wasn't that bad.
You never see it coming.
2017, 2018 and 2019 all saw a massive influx of negativity. Why is that? They're just pandering to advertisers rather than showcasing the key YouTubers of that year, and 2019 was just kind of passive-aggressive, especially at the beginning. Sure, they went back to their roots and they made YouTube Rewind into a top 10 list, but even that now is an outdated format.
Number 15, Burger King foot lettuce.
Even by going back to their roots, YouTube still can't please their viewer base. YouTube is a company, and like most corporate companies, they are both out of touch and money hungry. It really can't be helped. CEOs aren't people in their 20s, they're older and don't understand trends. If someone at YouTube sees that Fortnite or Jimmy Fallon is trending consistently, they're gonna put it in Rewinds because that's what they think everybody's watching. But in fact, that's not really the case. That may have been the case in 2010, since that's where all the viral YouTube videos were, but not today. It just seems like YouTube Rewind will always be prone to backlash. Unless YouTube just quits and hands it over to PewDiePie, because moral of the story, he's the only one who can get it right.